Hi, and welcome to the first installment of our Set Yourself Up for 2026 mini series. I'm your host, Craig Skelton, and over the next 4 weeks, we'll explore the mindset, reflection, habits, and planning strategies you need to hit the ground running in the new year. Think of this as like a bridge between the morning mindset podcast that I used to do and the mortgage broker broadcast. We'll still talk about mortgages and business, absolutely, but we're going to get into the inner game, really, how you think, what you believe, and how you structure your time. Today, we're going to begin with the foundation, which is about aligning your vision and values to cultivate a success mindset. So, why do we start with vision and values? Well, in business and in life too, clarity is such a power. A clear vision of what you want and a strong sense of your core values act like a compass every single day. They guide every decision, help you prioritize, and keep you grounded when the market or your circumstances change. Many business owners get lost because they never stop to ask, what does success mean to me? Success isn't just about money or possessions, it's about aligning your daily actions with your desires and values. And when you know exactly what you want, it revolutionizes your decision making and infuses purpose into your day. And values are equally important. They are the principles that shape every decision and interaction. Living by your values leads to inner peace, authenticity, and resilience too. And when your business aligns with your values, you attract like minded clients and partners, and you avoid burnout because you're not constantly acting against your own nature. And it's about establishing your long term vision. A long term vision is your guiding star. It's the picture of where you want to be in 3 years' time, 5 years' time, 10 years' time. It doesn't really matter because without it, you're just reactive. You're chasing deals, putting out fires all the time, and feeling like you're just on a constant treadmill. Long term goals help you endure those challenges and transform setbacks into stepping stones and align short term actions with larger objectives. And neglecting your long term goals leaves you frustrated and directionless. But when you keep the bigger picture in mind, daily tasks become part of a strategic journey rather than just random events. So, to craft your vision, you need to ask yourself, what do I want my life to look like in 5 years' time? How do I want to spend my time? Who do I want to be working with? What impact do I want to have? Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Just capture the destination for now and write it down, draw it, or create a vision board. Also helps. The clearer and more personal your vision is, the more motivating it becomes. And then next, you need to identify your core values. These are not just like buzzwords, they are the fundamental beliefs that define you. Examples might be integrity, freedom, creativity, family, growth, or service as well. When you honor your values, you tap into a wellspring of motivation and resilience. And when you ignore them, frustration builds and you're more likely to burn out. So, as an exercise, what you can do is list 10 values that resonate with you and then narrow them down to your top three or your top five. And then for each one, write down why it matters and how you currently express it in your business. Then ask yourself, where do I compromise on these values? How can I bring them more fully into my work and into my life? This exercise is not just about making you feel good, it helps you make tough decisions too. When you're faced with a new opportunity or a difficult client, you can ask yourself, does this align with my values? If not, it might not be the right fit. And then once you're clear on your vision and clear on your values, you can trust yourself to make the right decisions, even when others have strong opinions. External influences can overwhelm you with advice and leave you paralyzed. Friends, family, colleagues, social media all might mean, but their suggestions are colored by their own fears, their own biases, and their own experiences. Trusting your judgment doesn't mean you're going to ignore the feedback. Absolutely not. It means you filter it through your own vision and your own values. And when you make decisions that resonate with your core values and your core beliefs, you build an authentic business and attract clients who appreciate what you stand for. And then, even with a clear vision, clear values, you may still hold yourself back with limiting beliefs or self deception. The lies we tell ourselves, the excuses, fears, and procrastination can be the biggest barriers to growth. These mental barriers stem from past experiences and social pressures too. Recognizing these beliefs is the first step to dismantling them. Maybe you think you're not good with numbers or you believe you do not deserve success. Challenge these thoughts by looking at evidence of past successes. Replace the negative self talk with more empowering narratives. And remember that growth often happens outside your comfort zone. One thing you can do, a practical exercise around this, is take a sheet of paper and draw a line straight down the middle. On the left hand side, write down any negative beliefs you have about yourself or your business. And then on the right hand side of the paper, counter each one with a positive statement backed by evidence. So reframing your thoughts help rewire your brain's confidence. And living by your vision and values also requires focusing on the activities that truly drive growth. Prioritizing is essential. The 80-20 rule helps you identify which tasks yield the most results. Spreading yourself too thin leads to burnout, stagnation, and missed opportunities. Focusing on non essential tasks can rob you of the passion that fuels your journey. And so, to avoid this, water the roots of your business, client relationships, learning, and strategic planning. Learn to say no to distractions and low value tasks. Protect your time and energy so you can invest them where they matter most and where they really count. Time blocking is a powerful tool here too. Schedule blocks for high impact work, client calls, marketing, content creation, and honor them like you would any client meeting. Book time out for reflection, exercise, family, and rest. When you plan your day around your priorities, you're less likely to get dragged into reactive work. This is especially important as we head into the Christmas period and the holiday season, shall we say. Decide which days you'll work, which days you want to rest, and when you'll prepare your business plan for the new year for 2026 and protect those boundaries. They're like a form of self respect, really. So what can you do this week? What can you do right now? You can do 5 steps that you can implement this week. The first thing to do is write your vision statement. Spend half an hour creating a clear, inspiring description of what you want your life and your business to look like in 5 years' time. I include things like how you'll spend your time, the type of clients that you want to work with, and the impact that you want to make. And then once you've done that, the second thing is then you can do is identify your core values, list down the 10 things, like I said, then that matter to you, then narrow them down to the top three ideally. You could do top five, but I'd say really top three is ideal. And then write down why each of those matter and how you want to integrate them into your business decisions. And then the next thing you can do is create a values filter for every new opportunity or challenge, shall we say, this week. Ask yourself, does this align with my vision and my values? And if not, you can just adjust it, tweak it, or just say no. And then the fourth thing you can do is challenge your limiting belief if you have one. Write down one negative belief you hold about yourself or your business, and then find evidence to contradict it and replace it with a more empowering statement. And then time block your week. Use your calendar, whatever calendar you use, if it's online or not, doesn't really matter. Use your calendar to allocate blocks for strategic work, client outreach, learning, family, and rest too. Make sure your schedule reflects your priorities and your values. These exercises will help you build a strong foundation as we move through this mini series. Because, like next week, we're going to get into reflection and how to review 2025, celebrate successes, and turn the experiences you've had this year into lessons. This mini series is part of my commitment to help you prepare for 2026 every single Wednesday from now until mid December. I'm going to get into a new theme like reflection, habits, and time blocking. And then finally, at the end of the mini series, helping you design a blueprint for your 2026. So that's it. That's this week's episode and the first episode of the Set Yourself Up for 2026 mini series. We've talked about the importance of aligning your vision and values, trusting your intuition, confronting limiting beliefs, and prioritizing what matters. These are the mental foundations for a successful year ahead. So spend some time this week doing the exercises, write down your vision, identify your values, challenge your belief, and block your time out. These like small steps will help you start the momentum, create the momentum too. And if you've enjoyed this episode, please share it with other brokers, business owners, leave a review, subscribe if you can so you don't miss next week's installment. And next week we're going to talk about reflection on 2025. What went well, what didn't, and how to extract powerful lessons. Until then, keep your business aligned, trust yourself, and remember, as always, to run your own race.